Hello, bonjour. Welcome to today's overview of Canadian Parents for French latest advocacy-oriented research brief entitled Logging in to Learn, se brancher pour apprendre. Je m'appelle Wendy Carr de l'Exécutif national du CPF et professeure en éducation à l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique. I'll introduce other collaborators as we go along. I acknowledge that I am privileged to live, work, and learn on the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh peoples in the Lower Mainland region of British Columbia. Je vous invite à penser au territoire où vous vivez et travaillez. Today it is a pleasure to share this first look at CPF's latest advocacy-oriented research brief on online FSL learning. Chaque année, nous publions un rapport de recherche et défense des intérêts. L'année passée, le sujet était la sécurité linguistique. Tous nos rapports sont disponibles à notre site web cpf.ca. This has been a time in our history like no other, and Canadian students, their families, and school communities experienced and continue to experience change that is impacting learning in short and long-term ways. Nous espérons que les leçons apprises cette année nous informeront à long terme. For many learners and educators, this past year has represented some variation of online all the time. A review of the research and hearing from members and volunteers from across the CPF National Network underscored some key findings about this tumultuous time of online, in-person, and hybrid learning. Just as has been uncovered in many areas of our world, this pandemic has exacerbated societal inequities, resulting in vulnerable communities being marginalized in ways that have adversely affected their progress and success. Some of the challenges faced by Canadian families trying to support online learning from home are linked to inadequate access to technology and/or reliable internet service, especially to run multimedia content on various learning platforms. As well, the degree to which parents can provide supervision and support varies widely, especially when it comes to assisting with French language learning. On the educator's side, not all have the same background in teaching in French with technology or the same supports in their school or district board or division. Doctorant Cameron Smith et professeur Stephanie Arnott, les deux de l'Université d'Ottawa, ont fait une revue de la littérature sur l'apprentissage en ligne du français langue seconde et ont identifié certains avantages et défis. Comme vous voyez, certains élèves apprennent mieux en ligne, tandis que d'autres, surtout ceux qui ont des besoins divers, ont vécu des problèmes d'apprentissage. Quant aux enseignants, il y en a qui profitent d'un environnement virtuel et d'autres qui ont besoin d'éducation continue. Online learning is certainly not a new concept in Canadian K-12 education, and we have highlighted many promising practices, programs, and delivery models, from the long-standing Centre for Distance Learning and Innovation, delivering FSL programming across rural Newfoundland and Labrador, to BC's online French immersion course options for secondary students, to Contact North, Contact Nord, delivering education to 800 rural, remote, Indigenous, and Francophone communities, and Ontario's virtual school and hybrid flex approaches, to name just a few. Our raison d'être for this brief, and for all our research endeavors at CPF, is to underpin advocacy and action with a strong evidence base. CPF contributors Diane Timon from BC, Michael Tryon from Alberta, and Elizabeth Horath from Ontario have compiled concrete ideas to support and advocate for quality online FSL learning for Canadian youth. Two questions inform CPF advocacy at various levels: school boards, provincial, territorial, and federal governments, and faculties of education. Let's build on what's working well for distance learning and increase access and options for rural and secondary learners, two areas where we often lose FSL students between K and 12. Let's lobby for equitable access to reliable internet and technological tools. Let's support FSL educators to receive ongoing professional learning in how to teach in French with technology. Let's explore how French first language programming could include French second language learning through shared resources. As always, CPF acknowledges with gratitude the ongoing support it receives from Patrimoine Canadien, Canadian Heritage. That was a quick overview. There's lots more in our latest CPF advocacy brief. We will be launching it early fall with a full set of links and resources, but you can check out this early version at our website, cpf.ca, disponible en anglais et en français. Merci de votre attention.